Hi guys. I was just laid down chilling in my bed because it's 10 to 3 in the morning, watching Netflix, and down comes a notification from our girl Chantel. I think FFG's triggered her again. I'm loving it. I love the way that no one else can trigger her but FFG. I think it's fantastic. She's trying so hard to be nice and not raging the videos, but you can see her face. So, I haven't watched the video, but it's probably going to be a doozy. I've watched the first minute and I thought we'd watch it together. So here you go, guys. And she's going to be an absolute bitch in it.
This is going to be just a bit of pointing some things out. It's not going to be a rage video or anything like that, so I know you're probably wanting that, but it's not going to happen ever again. I have been working on impulse control. So that means in regards to wanting to overeat, wanting to react in anger at being provoked to do so.
You can see a face.
And this and that. It's just been very, very helpful.
Okay.
Basically learning about delaying gratification. So I have been doing a lot of work on myself. So yes, I've been very busy. Ooh. I've decided to hold off on live streams because until I have this mastered, this impulse control, I think...
Let's face it, sweetheart, there's a lot of you to work on.
It's a better idea for me, obviously, to do recorded content that I can be more reflective when I'm saying what I want to say. But I want to call some things out. Look, there's so many people who like to accuse me of never being able to change, that my past will always follow me.
You're right.
No, my past will follow whoever pays attention to it, because me, I'm moving on. I have a right to become a better person.
Yeah.
My ring is in the kitchen because I came back from the...
You say your ring's in the kitchen, but no offence, you should have a ring mark on it by now. An indentation that says you wear it all the time. Now that is very interesting, because I know after I wore my wedding ring for quite a while, and it has been a couple of months you're supposed to be wearing it. That's very interesting.
In the gym, I don't take my ring to the gym. I don't want to get damaged by the machines, and I just don't want it to get lost or something.
Yeah, okay.
That, in case that happens.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who want to drag me back down and want me to regress and just be miserable and negative like they are. And I say like they are because
you're an animal abuser.
People like Charlie,
you lied about.
People like FFG can sit there on their high horse with their thousands of viewers all day, dog crapping on me, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're not any better.
Oh, they are.
So I don't know where this high horse pretense of self-righteous rhetoric comes from. I just find it very hypocritical.
They didn't accuse someone of SA. They didn't lie about DV. Who did that? Yeah, you. They didn't abuse their cat. Who did that? Yeah, you.
Critical, because Charlie, you act like you're better than me, but you still, every time you react to me, you are seething. Like, you can hear it in your voice.
Like you now.
You try to act composed. You try to act high and mighty. But really, it just comes down to you being disgusting in your commentary.
Just like
talking about my body shaming me.
So?
When you're a larger woman yourself. Actually, if I need to remind you that you built your entire audience under the pretense that you would be better than Amberlynn and I, that you would make a difference You would show everyone.
Why aren't you saying FFG? Why are you just putting a little dig in the comment? Why not say her name? Is it because she triggers you that much? Love it.
How to lose weight, something that Amber Lynn and I could never do. But you're still just talking from the clavicle up, body shaming another obese woman who's trying to better themselves. So that really doesn't make you a better person. It makes you part of the hate train, negative train, and you're always, 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 always going to have to do that to be relevant. I don't envy that. You guys can have all the numbers you want. I don't envy that. I know people think I'm upset because I don't get as many views.
Oh, you are.
Honestly, if that were the case, I would be doing live streams, Like I would be doing open chats. I would be doing anything to try to save my channel. But I'm not going to do that. My health, my mental health is more important.
Chantal, you're talking the biggest load of bull going. There's something bigger going off, and it's something Salah knows about. And as for the ring, there's no indentation to even indicate that you wear a ring long term. That's really strange. Because I was married before, and I know when I took my ring off, even if I took it off several times, bear in mind, for a couple of days, I still got the ring indentation to, a tide mark says the ring there, you've got nothing.
We are fine for money. We're not rich, but our finances are none of your business. It's us. We're fine. We're living with it. We're planning on traveling. We have enough.
Good on you.
Mashallah. We're happy with what we have.
Yeah,
okay. We don't need to we don't need to degrade people to make a living. And for that, I'll never, never, never be envious. Same with FFG. If she talks about anything else, you don't get the views either. If you talk about anything else other than me, you don't get the views.
Can I just stop you there? She spoke about Dr. Dozen, and there were still 3,000 people in her chat chatting to her long after you'd gone, girlie. Long after. You know why? Because she's entertaining. She's fun. She might not be everyone's cup of tea, but she's fun. Maybe if you stop writing comments to yourself and start interacting with your viewers instead of playing this iron mighty role, you might actually get somewhere, Chantal. But you can't help that because you think you're so high above everyone else, when the fact is, you're living in a basement. You're living in someone's basement. Well, that's what I suspect anyway.
Even if you talked about me, if it wasn't a nice way, you wouldn't get the views. You have to be hateful. You have to continue to sell your own soul to get ahead. And that's not going to last forever. Everyone has ups and downs in life. Nobody has a perfect good luck streak their whole life. It doesn't happen. I had my time where I was making a lot of money.
And you squandered
it on drugs? Miserable. At the time that I was making, $20K a month, I was miserable. I hated my life. I just honestly just consumed the money away. Now, I don't make that much, but my life is happier, more fulfilling without financial material things. I also am thankful that I now have a partner who's not financially abusive to me, doesn't take advantage of me.
Oh, come on.
And
here we go.
Really, really contributes to our life. I mean, I have somebody who has their own business. They earn.
Chantal, let's remind you, who paid for that business? Who gave him £9,000 before you even come over to stay there? You're in on this scam. Show us a tide mark, darling. You should have got one by now.
Earn their own income and they contribute. And I don't have to worry as much about it, which also really, really has been helpful for me trying to get a grip on my own life. I have said some vile, vile, vile things.
Yep.
When Cuba Rage, yes, I was acting very vile. I've explained my reasoning. For a lot of people, that doesn't excuse it, but I'm not going to keep beating myself up over things that I did or said during a time when I was really, really, really lost, really, really emotionally damaged, just horrible. And I was just But comparing to what others have said, if you look on Twitter, if you look on, people calling my mother a whore, people infertility shaming me, making fun of my weight,
You do it.
like, I don't do that on a daily basis compared to what other people do to me. And so I find it very, it's like almost a weird way of projecting people who like to sit there, use my content, and beat up on.
Remember when you was racist, not only towards Charlie, but towards someone else? Remember? Remember when you sent fake messages? Remember when you sat outside a police station, made false charges? Remember all this? And he don't get me wrong, Cork is an absolute dick. And you're well shut of him. But remember all that, and then remember 5 days later you was professing you undying love. Then all of a sudden, you've been talking to this guy who he's so in love with him, you're so in love with him, and you wiped everything off Corky out. Which I understand that bit. But then you try convincing everyone you've been talking for weeks. You talk utter bullshit. For me, it's not about your weight. I'm not saying even for some others, it's not about your weight. I'm overweight. It's you, Chantal. You're devious and you're up to something now. And you can see you are seething. And I love the fact that FFG still triggers you. Forgot about Charlie, though. I shouldn't sub from Charlie, but, we'll see what she's got to say.
Up on me all day long. I don't do that, and I don't have to do that. And for that, I am so thankful that to the point where I don't even care about my views or my following. Like, I care about my loyal supporters, yes, of course, but beyond that, I'm not here for popularity.
You don't care about your following. You heard that, guys, from her mouth. She doesn't care about her following. Okay? That's not a very nice thing to say about people who have followed you and supported you. Not just the ones who can give you money, Chantal, or sub to you, but there is actually some that like you. I'm not sure why, but there is. And you've just said you don't care about your following. Nice.
Contest. To me, this is not a popularity contest. It's not high school. I'm my own person. I'm independent. I make my own content. And that's it. I don't know why people like to beat up on me on every little video I do, but that's not my problem anymore. And I realize that. That's the difference now, is I realize that I don't have to give a reaction to anything. I don't have to rage. I don't have to be negative. I don't have to partake in that drama. It doesn't mean that right now I can't give a calm opinion on everything or on certain things, but it's probably also just not worth it, because even these reactors who I'm addressing, nobody knows who they are outside of reacting to me. Honestly, you're still sitting there being super hateful and having to use my content to get any views of your own. So coming for Salah and I for using one video, which was free stock footage, to do a video, when you use all of my content every day and the rest of my channel is all original, my original content, doesn't even compare whatsoever. Honestly, I'm not even really worried.
I'm not bothered about that space. It doesn't bother me, but it does make you an hypocrite, because you can't say one thing and then do another. If that's what you're trying to push out to everyone else, so you are using someone else's content, but like you say, it's free, but so's yours. You put it out there. It really doesn't bother me the fact they've used whatever. It's a channel that I would never watch. Oh, God, no. But, maybe these calm inner rages are fun, because you've got a lot of cuts in this.
Worried about our channels right now. Like, I'm putting more effort into my life, improving my life, than I am into my content. And that's just all I can handle right now. That's all I can do. That's just more important to me. Ramadan is more important to me. I'm just not in the mood to share a lot of things right now.
I know, darling.
I'm kind of like, putting my head back in my shell for right now. And I just need to do that to protect myself.
No,
and just don't ever mistake not reacting as being weak. I hear people say, well, she doesn't fight back, so she's weak. No, not fighting back to somebody who's not worth your attention is the strongest thing you can do in life, because that for me has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Ever.
We're going to have tears.
Hardest. That and overcoming, obviously, my food issues.
There's going to be tears.
Which, by the way, again, very hypocritical. People like Charlie, who started their channel going to show everybody how she could do what Amberlynn and I couldn't do. But here you are. And you're more nasty than ever when you talk about us. And it's really sad. I don't envy your life at all. I don't envy that you have to be a negative person trying to prove yourself as more nasty and badass in this whole community. It's just, why? I mean, like, are we not adults or what? Anyway,
So you want everyone to be an adult when you're annoyed. But when you're being an absolute bitch, and I'm currently just putting a video together about it all, are your finest moments, then you suddenly want everyone to be nice to you. No, I don't want like that. For one, even your following, you've just said you don't care about your following. So why on YouTube? Why on YouTube? If you don't care about your following, you don't care about the money, why are you here? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to go off YouTube because it's too much fun. It's fun to see you squirm like this. And then in 2 years' time, I'll get 2 years, because I think in a year, you'll be back in Canada with whoever he is. And then it'll be over with and you'll be onto a different arc. Yeah, can't wait.
You said you were going to delete your channel if you won the weight loss challenge. The challenge never happened, and you never lost the weight. And I really don't care. I don't see anyone as less of a person for how much they weigh.
Bullshit.
I don't really care. Like, honestly, it's not like a one-up because you're a bit smaller than someone else or you're smaller than someone else. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make you a better person at all. Like I said, when you leave this world, and not even then, just in life in general, what you do is what's going to matter. So I'm trying to focus all of my time on doing good deeds, trying to better myself.
You see, this is where you're failing, Chantal. 2 minutes, darling. Sorry, my cats want to go to sleep. Yeah, sorry. You keep spouting on about God, and I believe in God, and I believe that when we get to our final destination, we will have to take a look back on everything we've done. You've never owned up to anything you've done. You've been like, oh, there's no excuse for this. You're still going through the abuse thing. When at the end of the day, who was stalking him? I can't believe I'm defending him. Who was stalking him? You. Who turned up on every pretense that he could? Not only for a machine, not only for that, but when someone that tried to help you out and phone the coppers, what did you do? Back out. You turned up there for a stupid blanket, for a stupid dress. You found every excuse I can't believe I'm doing this, to stalk him. Oh. And then you sit there and I was the one being abused. I'm going to out and out tell you, I do not believe you. I think he was abusive in his mouth. I'm not sure whether any other way. I know he is with D. And there's a piece of trash. Oh, God. I hate him. I do believe he manipulated you, but you manipulated him too. And now you're coming off as though you're Mother Teresa. I'm sorry, you're not.
Trying to just move on. And I will. And I am moving on. I have moved on for a lot of things. I make peace with myself. So the only thing that matters is how I live my life and how I view myself and how God views me. Like, only God can judge me. I know it's a classic saying, but it's really the truth. Because whenever you're done with this life, who's going to judge you? Charlie Gold? FFG is going to be at the pearly gates?
I don't think so. To be fair,
so I've really just learned to accept things the way they are and try to just focus on myself. Doing the gym, it's actually feeling really good being so consistent at something for so long. it doesn't seem like so long. I mean, what, hasn't like maybe not even been a month yet or whatever, but I still, that's a long time for me. I've had a trouble with consistency, which of course people love to, again, hammer that out. People like to highlight my flaws without.
Where's the gym vlogs? Where are they? And Mantiad, last you just said you don't take your ring to gym. On your gym visit, you had your ring. Line number 1. So, again, why is there no indication you even wear a ring except for when you're on film? Get your story straight, Chantal. And maybe do your gym vlogs where you're actually in them and Salah just not face in himself.
Even looking at their own, because they're actors, they're not the subject, right? But that's the irony of it. That's the hypocrisy of it, is that none of these people are any better. Actually, they've said a lot of worse things and do a lot of worse things. So, I mean, I heard someone say, like, who wants to watch somebody like me, fat or whatever, boring? How am I boring? How am I boring if you use all of my content every single day? How? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, these two people in particular are.
Your videos are pretty boring now, to be fair. But you don't do anything and you're trying this ASMR. I hope it works for you. Or for Salah, because it's not for you. It's for Salah. I know, darling. Sorry, my cat's I have to get off this video and get off to sleep because she's tired. But it's for Salah, and you know it is. Because there's something in it. I know.
Are very like obsessed with my life and obsessed with my having to react to everything just to make a buck. But there will always be nasty people like this, and when I react to it in a similar way, I'm just as nasty. And I don't like that about myself. I don't like, I really loathe what drama does to my mental health. For some people it's just fun. I don't know how. But I would rather spend my time at the gym. I would rather spend my time praying. I would rather spend my time at the mosque. I would rather spend the time watching movies with my husband. I would rather spend the time making my own content here and there for you guys. You know, I hear a lot of comments also like, well, if your husband works, why do you have to work? Okay, technically, no, I don't have to, which is why I'm cutting it back, because I'm focusing on myself. Actually, Salah is the one who told me to... you know what, babe? Just
bullshit.
If you need a break from live streaming, halas, do it. Like, stop. Enough is enough. Do it.
Bullshit.
He saw what it was doing to me. He saw that.
Right. Can you remember last week when you was really stressed, and you turned around and you come back on and said, "Salah's the one who told me, come back on, babe. Come back on. Don't let him win." Which is it? Which lie is it today? Because this is the thing about you. You are very inconsistent. You can't figure out which lie to tell. So which is it? Salah told you to come off, or Salah told you not to? Make up your mind.
I can't control myself if I'm like provoked or triggered. So it's better to just take a step back. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to punish my viewers or my beezers. I know, that's why I'm giving you the option if you need to cancel your membership for the time being. I don't know if I might do some in the future or not, but I'm thinking more of just what I'm enjoying doing is actual vlogs. Like for a couples channel, that's my favorite. And we have a lot of the ASMR channel planned content. We're probably going to do a lot of walking through the different markets and things like that. Of course, Salah will hold the camera because I wobble too much, but it'll be a really good exercise at the same time. It's content. And I mean, there's so many picturesque things here to do, beaches. And there's also a lot of just markets and stuff that people would find interesting. People like watching walking and driving videos. I've seen some channels with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in this. I think I watch a guy, his name is Charlie Boy. He just drives around like in his car.
Do you think we should contact Charlie Boy? But can you not mention people's channels' names? Because you tend to bring drama to their channels and you tend to ruin their channels. Could you not do that, Chantal? Remember how many channels have you ruined so far?
He doesn't even edit, he just drives. You know, and people love watching it. I like watching that kind of content. So I figure if I like watching it, then there must be other people who like watching it as well. Another thing, and Salah told me not to address this, but
there we go.
Our Relax Area channel used to be Salah's channel. Like during COVID, he made a channel. He made an ASMR channel, and you know, he saw all the people commenting negatively, and he wanted to use that channel to comment positive things about us. Comment positive things about our channel, about us as a couple, whatever positive comments. People use sock accounts and troll accounts to tell me to kill myself. They do it to body shame, to bash me. I mean, so
can I just say, guys, as much as I dislike this woman, that's one thing that's not nice. If that's what's happening. Again, I can't believe anything she says because she's just admitted that Salah's the one posting the nice comments. So how many comments is he posting and how many different channels have they got? I know this girl had around 16 at one point. How's she do it? God, I've got 2 channels and it's killing me. So, no. But if that's what's happening, people are messaging, guys, that's not funny. It's not cute.
How is it a bad thing to use another one of your channels to comment good things about somebody you love? You know, to try to encourage positive comments, like to offset the balance. I don't see how that's a bad thing. I actually think that's an actual really sweet thing for him to do, and just shows that he really cares.
No.
And I don't know. I just think, you know, some people might think it's cringy. That's fine.
It shows that he's desperate for attention.
But I think that most people have sock accounts, and so that they can be anonymous and say what they want. The thing is even if you're anonymous, just because you're anonymous and nobody knows it's you saying it, you still know it's you saying it. God still knows it's you saying it. And it doesn't mean that you're going to escape the karma that comes with being so vile towards people. If I'm going to be held accountable, as everyone likes to hold me accountable for what I say, you can guarantee that you're going to be held the same accountability.
Yeah.
I will say, I see people holding, Charlie as the new hero for going against FFG. The thing is that she's not any better.
Really?
Like, she's not any better. Because if you look at her career history on YouTube, it's been just as vile towards Amberlynn and I. It's been nothing.
I've been missing quite a lot. I actually unsubbed from Charlie because, I didn't like some of the things she said and I decided to unsub. I might go back and watch. As for FFG, I think she's absolutely amazing. She's absolutely amazing. And she's a superhero, I know this, for BBJ. She rescued that cat. She stopped him from death, and that's it.
Thing but being ableist, making fun of the fact that Amberlynn couldn't walk up a curb. I've basically, in other words, heard her say that I don't care if I ate myself to this way, I deserve to be made fun of. Like, that just really, wow. It's like it's okay to bash on fat people because they had issues with food, and
I will stop that this a moment. Just as the last stop I'll make. You know, yes, she got herself this way. A lot of people have. I did. And I had to be very honest with my doctor and tell them when she asked what I ate, she told them everything I ate. And my doctor actually said, you're the first person to come in this office and I believe you're telling me the truth about what you ate. And yes, it was embarrassing. But it got me the help I needed. I did mine without any medication. I went on a controlled eating plan. And I'm doing really well. Chantal, she's all filters at the moment. And that's why she got rid of the phone. She's all filters. She's admitted that. So no one will never really truly know weight. Why she keeps bringing Amberlynn into her videos at the moment, I don't know. Whether they're back in contact, maybe.
I mean, that's the most self-loathing statement I've ever heard anyone make, and I feel bad that you feel that way about yourself. Have some self-compassion, man. Like, really, I can't fathom ever thinking that way about myself, but it makes sense that somebody who bashes other fat women for a living would have that sentiments toward themselves, because that's exactly what projecting is. You feel
You
a
should
certain
know.
way about yourself and you project that onto other people.
You should know.
As for former Beezer, Missy Moo, I don't really want to give her much attention, because that's exactly what she wants right now.
I don't think it is, actually. I really don't.
But to say that,
I think she got her views, and I think it's very difficult. I've softened in my attitude, because I do believe, I thought about what I would do for my friends, or people who I believe in my friends, and I'd probably do the exact same as Missy did. I'd defend them to the hilt. I'm a loyal friend. So I keep my circle very small. And, you know, if you're in that circle, then I don't fully trust you. If you're in my circle, you're one of me and your family, and that's it.
you bullied people for me is a total lack of taking any adult responsibility for your own actions and what you say. I never asked you to white knight for me.
You manipulated her. Let's face it, Chantal. You did manipulate her. Yes, you did it, but you manipulated as well. You're not a stupid girl. You've done this before to other people. Anyway, that's not my issue.
I never ask any Beezers to do any of that. I don't tell people to attack other people. I don't tell people to come to my defense. I don't need it. I don't need people to come to my defense for me.
Sorry, guys, I have to stop this here. Remember what you did to Dee Dee's mother? Asked people to contact the home that she was in. Remember that? Remember when you doxed the home she was in? I said, go contact them. Tell them what you think. Remember that? Yeah, so do I. And she was no woman. As to your mother, I think your mother's got a lot of responsibility in all this. I really do. I think you were a spoilt little bitch or couldn't have your own way. And you've turned into a spoilt big bitch now. And when I say big, I mean in height. And as an adult, that come out wrong.
I'm fine, but I never, ever asked you, ever, to do any of these things for me. You actually look very ridiculous to now sit there and completely 180 and contradict everything you've said and done for years. Lies included. Again,
you weren't told none, have you, Chantal?
Sadly, using Cuba Rage, which happened. How long are people going to hold that over my head, being drunk and saying vile things? What's the excuse of some of these reactors who are sober and say really vile things? You don't believe me? Go to Twitter. Apparently, it's a cesspool over there. I haven't had a Twitter. I've had a Twitter for maybe 5 minutes, and I was like, nope. I don't ever see this stuff, and honestly, it's really helped my mental health. I don't have to see it, so I mean, why would I have a Twitter? It's funny that you're so anti Chantal now, and you're supporting somebody who bullies other people online every single day. I really, I don't know. You can all sit there on your high horse,
thank you,
thinking I'll never change. I've proven you wrong with so many things that you never thought I could do.
Like what?
People underestimate me a lot. And again, silence is not weakness. Silence is golden. Silence is a sign of self-restraint, of maturity. And why would I give my attention and fight back with people who are not worth it? Why? It's just a perpetual game.
Again, why are you here then? Answer that. If you say silence, just why are you here? Carry on doing what you're doing. Why are you here? Because for some reason, Charlie and FFG can trigger you. They can really trigger you. And I know why it is with FFG. It's because she got BBJ. and he's living or she's living the best life ever. And you hate that. You really hate that.
Of drama over drama over drama. You know, someone else is the flavor of the week, and it's just so high school. It's just so beneath me at this point, and I just it's beneath everything I'm trying to do to improve myself. I just can't, because people rely on these reactions to do their own reactions, and if I don't, they ruminate over old things I used to do. Like the level of obsession with my life is weird on all fronts. On all fronts, Charlie is no better than FFG in that way, you know, at all. Like, because she's still probably live right now talking about me. Like, there's probably somebody live right now talking about me in a hypocritical way, you know, and it's just weird. I've also realized people don't want you to defend yourself. They want somebody to be the target of their constant abuse, you know, and now they have this whole "I'm an animal abuser" thing.
Yeah, you are.
To justify their actions further.
You are.
So it's. I realize it's never gonna stop. I'm always gonna be targeted, and that's fine. If you want me to be your beating post, go for it. Again, that's all on you. It has nothing to do with me. What people say and how people treat me is none of my business. So I'm in another country. We're gonna have
in the basement
a lot more content on the couples channel. We have done a lot of things in Kuwait so far, but there are a lot of other things to do, and it's Ramadan, so we are actually not going to travel till after Ramadan. Things are just way too expensive and way too crowded, and it's just harder when you're fasting and you're supposed to just be reflective and pray and spend time with friends and family. So again, lesson here is running your mouth, how good of insults you can, how good you can slam somebody, how good you can insult them, doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. It's so easy to tear someone down. It's so easy to insult them. That's lazy content. You call my content lazy, it's even lazier to just sit there and pick apart somebody.
And hypocrite. It's so easy to tear someone down. What you just done to Missy Mill? Hypocrite. You're so high and mighty. You've just done the same to Charlie. Hypocrite. Make up your mind, girl. Are you taking the low road and being very diplomatic and Mother Teresa-ish? Sorry, guys. Or are you being an hypocrite? Hypocrite.
And, you know, dog walk them, whatever. I mean, to me, being the bigger person and the stronger person is being silent and living your life. The best revenge is living a good life. And,
do it then.
You know, your idea of what a good life is, you know, sitting in a room, raging over somebody's content that you hate all day and plotting against them. If that's how you want to live your life, totally fine.
Thank you.
That's your idea. I can't dog you for that. Me, my life, I like it here. We like our apartment. We like our life. I love being in Kuwait.
Basement.
More than Canada. So, I mean, that's.
Thank God for that.
Life how I want to, you know?
Stay there.
And you don't have to believe that. That's fine. You're whatever, you know? So, yeah. So that's about it. I've said a mouthful. I didn't think the video would be this long, but I just wanted to get those things off of my chest. Because, again, it's still the same issue, and it always will be. Just, you know, foodie.
Right, guys, that's about the end of it, to be fair. Yeah. So, Mother Teresa over there, I think she's wearing a hijab, and she can pretend to be Mother Teresa. You know, we're all beneath her. But isn't there something in the Bible about loving yourself? And not everyone is beneath you. Nobody's beneath anybody. We're all the same. Sorry about the hair, guys. I've washed it today and it's like, fly away. We're all the same. There's no one any better than anyone. Whether you've got £5 in your pocket or 55,000 in your pocket. There's no one better. So don't sit there and try and come at people as you're the beneath you. I didn't lie about my DV. I had medical records to back me up. I didn't lie about my SA. I had medical records to back me up. You lied about it, and you admitted you lied about it. So now you're coming about you're being abused, or you were being abused. Which is it, Chantal? Which lie is it today? As for the ring, that's very interesting. There's no tide mark or anything, no indication you wear a ring more than 20 minutes. Which is very strange. And you also said in the video that you don't take your ring to gym. I actually remember looking at another video, specifically see if the ring was there. And it was there. So, Gail, which is it? Jim? Not Jim. Oh, is that just a ring that Salah's got and he gives it you every now and then when you go out for public? Which I suspect. I also suspect you are the one earning the money. You are the one earning the money from your revenue from YouTube. He's got the money. He's used it for his business. He's scammed you into thinking you're going to be rich, and you are stupid in that way because he's put you in a basement. I don't know if he's living there. I don't think he is, but he's kept you in a little basement, which is really sad. Because as much as I dislike you, I wouldn't want you to be left over there with no money, no way of getting back to your family. Because even then, I would like to think that would help, because I'm not a nasty person. And my nana always said to us that you give and you get back. She would give her last penny. And so would I. So Chantal, I hope you're smart enough to put some money aside in an account with your mother or anyone that you trust, so you can get back home if need be. As I say, I may not like you, but you've trusted a little boy again. And guys, I've had a couple of messages about the little shorts and videos I've been doing. Now, they are actually Salah and Chantal's faces, but I've been posted onto people's bodies. Just a bit of fun. But I've got to admit, the wedding dress ones, I think Salah looks... And I'm actually going to... I've got another idea in mind for Salah and his new partner. Is it going to be Chantal? But guys, it's just... the shorts are just a bit of fun. That's all. And if people are getting offended, and that's okay, you don't have to watch. That's fine, but I'm not going to stop posting them. Right, guys, I'm going... Oh, we forgot to read Chantal's post. But 2 moments. Let's see if Chantal's... Oh, yes, here it is. It says... Let's get it up. Right, here we are. Right, I don't think I can enlarge it, but I'll read it out. It says, how am I stealing content if I'm using free-to-use content? We added our own touches. Yeah. Regardless, comparing one video, which was non-copyright, is not stealing. What is stealing is stream sniping and using 100% of my content every day. No comparison. But let's face it, most in girl world are not capable of logical thought. Chantal, that's not very nice. It's not a very nice thing to say. Anyway, someone's put it's La Vie something. It's like Chantal though, because it says she has admitted they put fake comments on. Chantal, let go. I am listening to your last video right now. Be proud of yourself. You are changing yourself and trying to be better. I was listening to that video from other channel. I guess is what you are referring to. Referencing to. It's referring. Gosh. Saying Chantal is an easy target because she's not fighting back. I don't agree. Ignore bad people and you are a winner. Why do I think they're the same? I just don't know. I just feel it's him. Let's refresh and see if there's anything else. Nope, that's the last one. So, guys, that is me finished for the night. I've got a cat that's wanting to settle down, and it is 20 to 4 in the morning. God, 20 to 4 in the morning. Sorry, Lord. So, we're going to settle down. And because, like other people that I know, Chantal, I consider my cats, and if they need my attention, they get my attention, whether I'm doing a video or not. Right, guys, thank you for watching again. I might only get a couple of viewers, but I appreciate you. Thank you, guys.